G'day guys, I'm just going to a really quick video today on installing gas struts for the VN bonnet. I know that VP, VR and VS got them as standard, but for some reason the VN missed out, or at least Series 1 did at least. Maybe Series 2 got it, I'm not too sure there, but that's the plan today. I'm going to rip out that bonnet stalk and get the gas struts installed. So these are all the parts. I'm using some second-hand gas struts from a VP Commodore. Still in really good functional condition, like got plenty of life left in the gas. They are a bit faded, however, as you can see that there. That's the only downfall on them really, so I'm going to give them a bit of a touch up with either some of this in gloss black or some of the stuff I used for the fuel tank in satin black. So yeah, I'll do that. And the other things you'll need are the mounting kit. So I got this from a wrecker. I believe they're off a VP Commodore. They've got these little angled ball mounts. They go on the fender guard, and then these are little flat fender guard replacement bolts, so that there's plenty of clearance for the strut to sit down flat in the channel. I'll show you what that looks like now, actually. So I've just taken one of the fender guard bolts out. It goes in there like that, and then these two there get replaced by one of these. I have seen other cars use them and it still clears that, but I've got them now, so I'm just going to do it so there's no issue later. So you'll need those two bits, and then the next, well, that set, I should say. I got these little ball mounts that go in there off Amazon for like $6, and they go, well, I've been told they can just go straight in that hole there without having to drill a new hole. So that's what we're going to try. That hole's a lot bigger there, so, well, quite a bit bigger. So I'm going to use a washer to try and help it out. And the next trick too is how, you do the nut up. Where are we? Do the nut up from inside there. But I'll work through that as we go. So that's kind of the plan, and whilst I'm here too, I'm going to pull out all the fender bolts and give them a buff. And obviously these are all in some sort of bluey VP color. I'm going to give these a paint in Asteroid Silver, which is what the factory color on the car is. Had a bit of a score again. I went into Autobahn, I think, and I asked them, do you have any touch-up paint? And they had 2 cans of Asteroid Silver left on clearance for $10 each. So a bit of a win there. I think that he said they're like $40 each normally. So yeah, bit of a win. I'm going to go straight for the hard part first and try and get these little wall mounts installed. And, before I start making little magical sticks out of metal to hold the nut on and, start sticky taping things to all that, I'm just going to try this tool out that I already own, one of the flexible socket extension tools. And I'm going to do that I've just taped the end on so it doesn't come off inside the bonnet, which really pissed me off. So I'm just going to try and do this. It's going to be really bad camera work, but I'm sure you'll get the idea. You can just go that. I'm actually going to try and go through this side. Still got the nut in there, yeah. Now you're not going to necessarily be able to see what I'm doing here. Alright, I don't know if you can see it, but that is the end of, there's the nut there. So I'm just going to leave that, it's kind of wedged in there a little bit. And then, again, everything one-handed. Try and get this washer on like that. Okay, now, I'm just going to put the phone down for a second here. Okay, got the tool out with a bit of a jiggle, and that's all done. Not too bad. Definitely easier than making something, custom to go down there, but not everyone has that tool. They're about $40. I'll do the other side now. So I got the other one in on the driver's side, and I'm actually going to just test fit the gas struts now, quickly, to see if I actually need to put the 2 flat fender bolts on instead of the standard ones, the standard bolts. I'm going to actually just try and have the camera positioned inside the bonnet whilst I try and close it and just have a look at what the clearance looks like. I'm just pulling out this one here to put the angle bracket on and just thought I'd show you this. So I just put 2 screwdrivers in between the fender and the body, and I easily get to the this little spring clip, what do you want to call it? That's just an easy way to get them out, I find. All right, I'll get this bracket on and I'll try and get the camera inside the car. Yeah, I'm not going to try and push it down. I think it might clear, but it's going to get too close. As I was pushing it down, I could actually see up through inside that bonnet there. I could see how little clearance I actually had. So I'm just going to fit the flat bolts and be done with it. I did actually notice something when I had my head down there, that this factory plastic little lip is blocking off that whole top access to the air intake. So I'm glad I did that. I'm going to get rid of that plastic little lip. I think everything came up pretty well. They look a heaps better than what they used to, that's for sure. And these guys came out good. And the colour matching is not too bad, actually. It's obviously very hard to tell off a phone camera like this, but I mean, the obvious notice is that this has got a clear coat on it, and this doesn't. But as far as the colour match goes, it's not too bad. It's definitely a hell of a lot better than you know, what's going on at the moment. So that's the main thing. Yeah, I'm gonna get all these fitted up now. I've left one of the guard bolts in down at the front and then 2 at the back. Because the last thing I want to do is take all the guard bolts off and then the guards shift or move so the panel match, so the panel gaps don't line up. That's the passenger side all done, and it looks heaps better. Man, just having those bolts painted the same color as the car makes a world of difference. And a little trick too, so with those painted bolts, just put a rag over, a clean rag, a really thin one, and then you can just pop a 10mm on top without damaging the paint. And that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'm going to go ahead and do the other side now, and oh, you can see the difference over there. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do the driver's side, and then yeah, put the struts on and finish up. All done. What a difference it's made. For 40 bucks from the wreckers for the gas struts and the mounting kit, and I think it was 10 bucks for the cans. Wow, it's come up really well. You know, it all looks nice in there. Likewise on this side. And like even the color matching is pretty good now that it's sitting against the other panel. So yeah, pretty happy with that. And I mean, not having that bonnet stalk there is so good. It always bugged me as soon as I put this in, having that stalk in front of it, which is killing it for me. So yeah, it was always going to happen, and I'm glad it has. It's also opened up another few little issues for me that I've just noticed. I don't know why I'm noticing now, but I am. It's how rusty and shit my bonnet latch is. So I'm going to pull that off and paint that in something. And where the stalk used to live, it's like the paint's completely been eaten away around here. And it's a shame because the rest of the panel, called radiator support, is pretty good apart from just this. So I can tell that's going to bug me. So I'm going to, I know my brain's gone straight to trying to blend in a bit of the other paint in there, but don't do it. It's what I'm thinking, but I kind of want to. And yeah, other than that, it works really well. Easy to use. I'm going to continue in the engine bay doing some touch-ups here and there. I've got to mount the cruise control module, rat some lines, spark plug clips, just all the little 10% kind of things. So I'm going to focus on that in the next video. And once that's done, it's pretty much just fixing up the back end. And then it's good to put back on the ground. Thanks guys. I'll post another video soon.